Welcome back to TPS. The NBA is quickly becoming one of the most immersive fan experiences in all of professional sports. The league prides itself on leveraging tech and all sorts of marketing gimmicks to get fans into the stadium to watch the games in person, and it's working. Between this league-wide focus and the NBA's burgeoning growth as a whole, we have seen a number of modernized state-of-the-art arenas popping up around the country. That being said, not all of the NBA's arenas live up to the hype, and some of them range from meh to downright bad. Let's take a look at all 29 of the current NBA arenas ranked from worst to first.
At TPS, we post videos every single day, so don't forget to click the subscribe button to subscribe. Then click the notification bell to be notified when we post a new video.
29. Spectrum Center, Charlotte. Despite its beautiful exterior architecture and its location, in the heart of lively downtown Charlotte, the Spectrum Center does little to inspire much excitement. It isn't just the meager on-court product that the Hornets franchise keep trotting out either, as their Eastern Conference peers that play in New York will tell you. The problem with the Spectrum Center is that it was finished back in 2005, making it too young for any serious renovations, but too antiquated and outdated for today's fans, only sporting the standard concessions needs and a few fan shops. 28. Chesapeake Energy Arena, Oklahoma City. While I'd love to give the Chesapeake Energy Arena the benefit of the doubt after the admirable job it did housing the displaced New Orleans Hornets back in the mid-2000s following the damage from Hurricane Katrina, I just can't do it. The construction cost just $89 million in 2002, which is less than what the work done on MSG cost back in the 1960s. It also does get a minor boost because of the awesome fan base they have in OKC, but even so, it does little to move the needle. Number 27, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, Cleveland. To be fair to the Quicken Loans Arena, it was fighting an uphill battle with the whole being in Cleveland thing. But it isn't just the geographic location that leaves much to be desired, as the most exciting feature of the arena is a massive LED message board on the roof of the building, which reviled Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert relishes in having because it's considered to be the largest LED roof sign on the planet. Awesome. The one positive to note, they finally got rid of the name Quicken Loans Arena, at least Rocket Mortgage Field sounds a bit cooler. Number 26, Smoothie King Center, New Orleans. The Smoothie King Center has some obvious pluses, especially for visiting fans, as it is located in the heart of New Orleans, which is not the worst place to visit. That being said, there are some obvious shortcomings that it struggles to overcome. For starters, its local big brother, the Superdome, rivals it in nearly every way imaginable. From the name to the amenities, to the product in between the lines, it has a Smoothie King Center beat on all fronts. Additionally, it is the tiniest arena in the NBA, fitting just 16,867 fans. At least it stepped up to host the NBA All-Star Game in 2017, when the folks down in North Carolina forfeited the rights to the game because of their unwillingness to join us in the 21st century. 25. FedEx Forum, Memphis. Okay, I'll admit that this one might deserve to be a little bit higher than 25, but I have a few qualms that I can't get over. Let's start with the name. Was it really necessary to bunch the two words together? Would a space have really killed you, Memphis? Spelling issues aside, the biggest problem with the FedEx Forum isn't what it is, it's what it's not. And what it is not is the Pyramid Arena, which is an epic pyramid-shaped venue that previously housed the Memphis sports teams. I mean, this thing is now rotting away as a base pro shops megastore with all sorts of restaurants and activities inside, including bowling and archery. Send the Grizzlies back home to the Pyramid. 24. Target Center, Minnesota. The Target Center opened up back in 1990, and let's just say that the powers that be took a long time waiting around to renovate the old structure. Fortunately, this $140 million makeover gave the concourse and hospitality areas a much-needed facelift. But even so, it is still one of the lowest-rated arenas in all of basketball. Number 23, Barclays Center, Brooklyn. While this center is one of the more modern venues towards the bottom of the list, it is not this low without good reason. Sure, it's a state-of-the-art facility and it's a sports, sleek, futuristic design, but the problem is it does not lend itself well to professional sporting events. It is almost eerie in there. The seats are weirdly spaced out and the crowd noise is nearly unnoticeable. I know it's in New York and all, but still, it would be nice to purchase a beer at a game and not have to take out a loan to afford it, as the Barclays Cantor has gotten completely out of hand with their concession pricing. 22, Chase Center, Golden State. The Chase Center is state-of-the-art, there is no denying that. Plus, it has a massive parking lot and is easily accessible by public transport. But still, the Oracle Arena has been one of the most exciting places to catch a game in recent years, and it is hard to put the Chase Center much higher than 22 on this list, considering that the Warriors left the only arena that outdates MSG, which was much closer to the Warriors' diehard fans, in favor of a new site that caters to the bandwagon fan tech community. 21 Capital One Arena. It is tough to say anything good about an arena that is home to an NBA team, which plays second fiddle to the NHL franchise it shares the venue with. The Capital One Arena was built back in '97, and while it was state-of-the-art at the time, the franchise has done little to modernize it. The tickets are fairly priced, but you are getting what you pay for. The atmosphere in the arena is often uninspired, and it really is just an all-around average fan experience. It does, however, get a little bump for Wizards owner Abe Pollan, actually funding the facility with private money. Cue the pay for your own damn stadium crowd. Number 20, the Vivint Smart Home Arena, Utah. The Vivint Smart Home Arena gets a pretty heavy knock for some of the comments that current NBA players have made about the, let's say, disposition of the fans, who have far too often been seen making racially charged comments at the players. The fan base notwithstanding, the ownership group in Utah has done a relatively good job of modernizing the space, keeping a rather intimate feel while still seating 18,306 fans and featuring 56 luxury suites and 668 club seats. It also has a couple of pretty niche features, like Bear's Backyard, which is a playground for kids and a fancy dining area for adults. And of course, it also has over 500 TVs just in case the meal runs past the start of the game. Number 19, Talking Stick Resort Arena, Phoenix. The Talking Stick Arena has some major pros. For starters, it is right in the heart of downtown Phoenix, neatly positioned in the 12-block Legends Entertainment District, which is awesome. It's great when fans can frequent downtown before a game without having to worry about transportation to the venue. Although the stadium is nearly 30 years old, at least the Phoenix City Council has approved a $230 million investment in the renovation of the building, both on the interior and exterior. 18, Little Caesars Arena, Detroit. The Little Caesars Arena is a huge improvement over the Pistons' former home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. It is nicely positioned in Midtown Detroit, which, if you are going to be in Detroit, is a pretty good location. Plus, it is a centerpiece of a new $2.1 billion and 650,000 square foot sports and entertainment district known as the District of Detroit, which features all three of Detroit's professional sports venues and is loaded with retail outlets and residential housing all around it. The arena features a center-hung scoreboard that measures at 5,100 square feet. There are also about 45 LED displays covering more than 13,500 square feet, along with another 16.5 million plus LEDs in and around the arena. 17, Pepsi Center, Denver. The Pepsi Arena is so perfectly Denver. It offers a ton of local microbrew beers, most of which were brewed in Colorado. It even features an arena version of the Breckenridge Brewery Mountain House. If you are looking for a full-on dining experience, it was built back in 1999 when Colorado started a 6-year sporting venue upgrade in Denver, during which they renovated the other professional sports stadiums as well. 16, United Center, Chicago. Although the fans at the United Center haven't had much to cheer for in recent years, the arena has more than enough history to cover the Bulls for at least a few more years. I mean, Jordan's Bulls are still very much alive in there with the massive visual displays and, of course, the Michael Jordan statue. It also has a bunch of nicely positioned social areas for fans to hang out in during downtime or if they need a break from the game. All in all, it is a good place to catch a game. 15, Staples Center, Los Angeles. This is the one arena on the list that is actually home to 2 NBA franchises. And now that the Clippers have had a huge resurgence under its new ownership group, 2 good NBA franchises, there is no denying that there is still a lore about the Staples Center. There's history dripping from every corner of it. Plus, it is still the best place to see some of your favorite faces from Hollywood out and about. Between the history, the fanfare, and its convenient location, right near the LA Entertainment District, it is a great place to catch a game. 14, Toyota Center, Houston. The Toyota Center was a $235 million facility built in downtown Houston back in 2003, and the building designers had some pretty unique ideas for how to maximize the viewing experience. For one thing, the Toyota Center features the largest lower level of any NBA arena because the arena was built with a depressed floor, actually 32 feet below street level, creating more room for seats with premier views. Its amenities are somewhat limited. beyond its massive futuristic scoreboard, which has 12 total screens, to provide fans all over the arena with top-level views of the replays and graphics. But if you live in the greater Houston area, fear not, as there are plenty of murmurings that a new series of renovations are coming soon. 13. American Airlines Center, Dallas. The American Airlines Center, better known as the AAC, is one of the premier venues to catch a game in any sport around the country. It features first-class amenities, and the overall experience is one of the best in the NBA. To make the situation even sweeter for Mavs fans, it looks like Luka Doncic is the real deal, so the fans should have a contender to watch for years to come, in addition to enjoying the luxurious fan experience that the AAC offers. Number 12. Golden One Center, Sacramento. While the Sacramento Kings do very little right from a basketball operations perspective, they did do an excellent job of building a hell of a place to catch a game when they built the Golden One Center back in 2016. It was a $600 million undertaking, and I'd argue that they got something out of every last dollar of that investment. They kind of had to, though, because there was a very high possibility that the lowly Kings were going to be relocated somewhere else till the city of Sacramento and the Kings ownership group worked together to build a state-of-the-art facility. The only drawbacks to the intimate modern arena is that in an effort to provide fans with as good of a view as possible, the architect may have squeezed the seats a little too close together, limiting the leg space. Number 11. Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia. The Wells Fargo Center is another NBA arena that is featured in a city sports complex, as it is strategically positioned right near the other professional sports stadiums. As long as the complex is properly designed in a way that limits congestion, these sports complexes can create a really unique vibe, especially when multiple seasons are overlapping. While some of the amenities are a little bit outdated, as the stadium was built back in 1999, Philly has already gotten approval for a big-time facelift. The deal is said to include all sorts of modern innovations, including a couple of sportsbook lounges, which should be a huge draw for gambling enthusiasts. Number 10. Scotiabank Arena, Toronto. Scotiabank Arena is a pretty good place to catch a game these days, even without Kawhi Leonard sporting a Raptors jersey. The venue is as spacious as they come, fitting over 20,000 fans, including standing room tickets. And that's not counting the madness that is Jurassic Park, the area surrounding the arena where Raptors fans will gather to watch the game on a massive outdoor jumbotron. The one major knock on the Scotiabank Arena is that Toronto fancies itself the New York of Canada, apparently, and therefore they have some pretty jacked up concession prices. Number 9. AT&T Center, San Antonio. The AT&T Center is simply one of the best places in the NBA to catch a game. Not only does it house one of the most prestigious, well-respected franchises in the league, it also boasts a phenomenal visual and audio system, which really gives the fans a first-class experience. Even among all the modern innovations, one piece of fan experience has remained old school: the concession prices. They offer a variety of Spurs steals, which are 6 food and beverage options that cost less than $5. It's almost like they appreciate their loyal fan base. Number 8. Moda Center, Portland. This place gets an obvious knock for straying from its original namesake, the Rose Garden, which was a nod to Portland's nickname, the Rose City. That being said, it does have one of the more unique interior designs of any NBA arenas, as the architects carefully created what is known as an acoustical cloud by lining the ceiling with 160 sound-reflecting panels, creating one of the loudest and most electric atmospheres in the NBA. It's no surprise that a team with the same ownership group as the Seattle Seahawks would be worried about creating as loud an atmosphere as possible. Number 7. Fiserv Forum, Milwaukee. This place is one of the newest arenas in the NBA, and the Bucks did a great job of maximizing their investment down in the Deer District, which is a 30-acre space where the venue was built. The Deer District itself is a destination all year round. Both locals and tourists frequent it for all sorts of dining and entertainment options, and the arena itself lives up to the fanfare that surrounds it. It has a sleek wooden design and sports beautiful murals of the city. The Fiserv Forum is an elite NBA arena. Look for more and more of the renovations and new buildings around the league to try and recreate Milwaukee's magic. 6. Bankers Life Fieldhouse, Indiana. The Pacers' home venue is built with a small-town spirit, but also features more than enough modern innovations to really make for one of the most marquee venues in the entire NBA. It has a classic design that pays homage to Indiana's rich basketball history, but the Pacers have kept their eye on the future and have more than a handful of renovations planned that will only enhance the viewing experience. Number 5. Amway Center, Orlando. Orlando really outdid itself when they broke ground and began constructing the Amway Center back in 2008. When the project finished in 2010, $480 million later, Orlando had a technologically advanced masterpiece, which features a pristine jumbotron inside and an awesome viewing screen on the outside of the venue, similar to what Toronto has with Jurassic Park. All Orlando needs to do is actually put together a half-decent team and they will be cooking. 4. TD Garden Boston. Admittedly, the TD Garden gets a little boost from both the history that it holds itself and from what it has carried over from the old Boston Garden, as well as the ruckus crowd it often has. It doesn't necessarily have the flash or the bells and whistles that some of the newer stadiums have, but it really has become a top-notch venue since the ownership group committed a sizable investment towards improving its amenities. Number 3, Madison Square Garden, New York. MSG is easily the most iconic arena on this list. It's loaded with a history and might have one of the most die-hard fan bases out there, especially considering all the experience that they have dying hard. The one drawback, obviously, is the man in charge of the whole joint, James Dolan. The dude does little to inspire the support of his suffering fans, while he hits them over the head with exorbitant ticket prices for a brutal on-the-court product. Either way, it is undeniably one of the coolest venues to visit, and it will always be a draw even for visiting fans. 2. State Farm Center, Atlanta. The State Farm Center has recently received a multi-million-dollar renovation that has shot up the ranks as far as the NBA arenas go. They built in a 360-degree concourse, which masterfully works in the city's culture and features some dynamite restaurants. It is one of the nicer places to catch a game these days, and having it in an awesome city like Atlanta surely does not hurt. And number 1, American Airlines Arena, Miami. Shocker! The venue located in the heart of downtown Miami got chosen as number 1. I swear it isn't just all location here. The Heat ownership group has worked well with Miami-Dade County to build what is truly a state-of-the-art facility that seats nearly 20,000 people and features 2,105 club seats, 80 luxury suites, and 76 private boxes. Sure, the fan base at times leaves a little to be desired, what with the whole showing up late and leaving early thing. But when the team is good, it is pretty darn electric in there. Considering that the weather is amazing down in South Beach and there is no shortage of activities to get into, it is pretty damn impressive that they still consistently draw the biggest crowds in the league. Which do you think is the best arena in the NBA? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, then like the video. We'd really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed yet, now's a great time to do that by hitting the subscribe button down there as well. Until next time, tune into TPS for more cool videos every single day.